spot in the shade, but only probably toward morning. Kind of level over there, but not enough shade.
Level back there, but then you're walking as far.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking, I almost thought about, gee, we could just run a stake right into the middle here and put some mulch around it. Sit right out in the middle of the apple orchard.
Waiting for one of these to get big enough to shade you.
Yep. That's good theory. I think it'll be a long time. Yeah, so there's not that much to see on this. You could almost hear it if it weren't for the plane
I can hear it.
and me talking. So pay no attention to the mulch that needs to go down here in our blackberry patch. Also the fact that it needs to be mowed out here. We just haven't done it because it was seeming like it was gonna be burnt off. But we'll get it mowed here in the next couple days. So this is actually our apple orchard, such as it is, little seedlings. So watering out here, we've got a new type of, the feeder waterer that you push in, let it water for a couple minutes. But in order to do that, you gotta spend a few minutes just standing and waiting. So I thought, why not set up a spot where you can sit down and sit in the shade. So our area here, our shade is all on the lot line, and as you get over there, it's starts to slope down, so it's not really a good spot to set a chair. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do something interesting here. We'll try this out. Home Depot had umbrellas on clearance, so went ahead for like 50% off, so went ahead and got one. And now I'm just going to go ahead and, well, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and check that this stake actually will, I might have to, I don't know that it'll fit over it. I'm probably going to have to tie it to it. In which case, I can probably just tie it to that one. Let's do that. Let's test this out. Always go easier, right? Yeah, so I didn't think about this very much to start with, but now that I'm thinking about it, I might be able to just, the thing is, it'll have to come down and it'll have to, go up for the day, come down, etc. But that'll give enough shade for 2 little chairs. Or at least 1 little chair. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and untie this. Well, actually, I think I'll leave it tied. I've got enough here to secure it. Yeah. I'm just gonna do this. That'll work. Just give somebody a little bit of shade while they're out here watering. Because I could walk all the way back to the house, but, and it's not really all the way, it's probably 50 feet. But who wants to do that with every single one of these little seedlings? So, this will work just fine. Actually, the wire's back here. Yeah. The problem, though, will be the fact that this is literally wind alley. So, and it's not too bad today, but it's a bit breezy. So this will be an okay test. Alright. So, secure enough for now. I can always drive that post in a little bit more. In fact, maybe I'll do that. Drive this post in a bit. I drove them in the spring, and I think maybe they've just gotten a little less secure. And then to bring it down, laps it down like that. Well, I think it works. Enough shade for one person. So when I talk about it being dry in Missouri this summer, this would be a pretty prime example. So that's a small seedling planted in here. I had dirt all around it, all nice and etc. And that's how much the ground has cracked and dried. Is that it's literally pulled away from the plant. And this was just a seedling, so it wasn't like it came in a pot and this is the potted part. This was me having put dirt all around the bare roots of a seedling, and that dirt has cracked and dried so bad that, I mean, I could literally stick my hand in there probably. Not going to, just in case there's something in there. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you, this is what I mean by dry. And that's why we haven't really mowed in the last 2 weeks, because it's needing it. It's got seedlings on the grass head, but as soon as you do, it'll just be brown. So this peach tree actually died. We planted it, when did we plant it? I want to say in March, and it just never set any buds, anything. So it never came out of dormancy, basically. So I'm just needing to replace it. So I've got another peach tree over here, and we'll get it replaced. I might be bringing my waterer over, because there's no way I'm gonna get this. Yep, there's no chance. It is just way too dry. I should turn the camera around and take a picture of Dad using my new canopy. Yeah, so I can kind of tell there's a... I was thinking that might be where the original pot of dirt was, but it seems to just be a crack. We'll try to put a little bit of water in it. Now I'll see if I can't get into that crack and get it pulled out a little bit. Hoping I could leave some of the dirt, but probably not. Can you get some more water here?
Taking this one out.
Yeah.
What if we try this?
It's so... yeah. Maybe. Ooh, I knew that was going to happen one of these days. Yep, time for a new handle. Go get a different one. No. Watch me snap this one too.
Huh?
Said watch me snap this one too in this dry ground. You can just set it in the driveway and I'll get the dolly. From So Yeah.
Huh?
That's that thing I talked about from So Yeah.
He gave me the one and he goes, I'll carry this other one for you because
It's super heavy.
heavy tag as well. For my wife and for my daughter, nothing for me. Nobody gets me anything.
Throw some there, please.
Yours?
I was going to try to chop these up. But it was good dirt until it dried up so bad. Need to transplant some worms. I didn't see any when I pulled that out. Worms, too dry. They're down too deep. Whereas like 2 months ago, I would have not been able to pick up a tiny little shovelful without disturbing a worm.
See, it's hard as some of this sounds. It seems like the wet water is run.
Yep. So I say we just let this one run and I'll come back and cover it over.
Minutes? Why? Because
Yeah, so
it's safe.
let me
Alright.
pause this. So I'm thinking sitting underneath the canopy in the shade while your root waterer is going is the best way to do this. So we got 31 apple trees out here, and eventually I'm gonna have a blackberry patch over here. It looks pretty nasty over there, but anyhow. So yeah, so I'm putting the root waterer in, setting a timer for several minutes, coming and sitting down in the shade, watch a YouTube video, go back and do the next one, repeat until you get all 31 apple trees watered. Now I might do it like half one day, half the next day, that sort of thing, but boy, feels pretty nice out here. And you know, it's just a matter of, we don't really have a tree right here. We've got trees on the outside edge of the property. We got a willow tree over on the other side. We're gonna have our apple trees. They're not really gonna be shade trees though. And honestly, my porch is only about 75 feet away. But you know, sometimes you just wanna do a little bit, sit down and relax, do a little bit more, sit down and relax. Also, right now when I'm out here in the afternoon, the shade is on the other side of the house. So basically, I thought, hey, why not take one of these T-posts, take a 50% off umbrella, set it out here. We've got some shade, we've got a breeze today, but it is, even though it's September, it's like 84 degrees today. And I just, you know, in September, it shouldn't be that warm. Anyhow, but yeah, I think this is gonna work. So, kind of cool.